What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about why I'm buying Dying Light 2 and why you should too. This is, of course, my series looking at a game or a movie or some entertainment product that's about to come out and why I'm going to get it, not going to get it, and giving you guys the reasons. So kind of like a preview event for whatever it is we're talking about. Dying Light 2 is up today, and I am insanely excited. I can't believe, let me just say this, I can't believe we're finally here. Now, I'm not the biggest, I do love Dying Light. Dying Light is a great game. Obviously, it all started back in the days of Dead Island, and I'm not as big of a fan of Dead Island as Dying Light, but I have been waiting for this game for a very long time. I cannot wait to jump in, and while I will not be spending 500 hours, it's probably unlikely I'll even spend 100. I am very excited to get in and just experience it. You know, the parkour obviously is a huge strength. I think the elements of being able to kind of play however you want and the story kind of revolving around that, right? Helping which groups you want and getting benefits from that, all that stuff. I think it's going to be really good. This is the time for Techland to flex, you know what I mean? Because they flex big for Dying Light, and it's that time again. So I'm really excited to even be talking about this game. I cannot wait to cover this game, like when I actually can play it, right? And make videos on it. But this is an easy buy for me, right? So that's part of this video is, you know, am I buying it? Yes, that's why I'm buying it. Or that I guess I am buying it. And why? I mean, those are kind of the reasons why. I mean, this game is, I don't know, it's one of the most anticipated games I feel of this year. Now, this year obviously is going to be a pretty big one if the games that we think are going to land are going to land. But like I said, I think this is just going to be I hope. It's just going to be like a well-rounded game. You know what I mean? Visually, it doesn't blow me away visually, okay? But it looks solid enough. In fact, it looks good. I'm not even saying it doesn't look good. It looks good, and I can't wait to, you know, explore. Again, the amount of stuff you can do, that's obviously the debate. You know, I made a video, I don't know when exactly you guys are seeing this one, but we talked about the length of how long Dying Light will be. I guess the only thing I'm worried about, which is, you know, or was the central idea of that video, is I don't want a lot of copying and pasting, right? Just because you can say you have a 500-hour game, if it's really the same 20 hours of stuff multiplied by a lot, that does not make your game good. It just makes it kind of like tedious, and it just like has stuff to do, but not really. And, you know, to give them credit, like they specified what they meant and that you can spend less than 100 hours and, you know, you're going to get a good amount of, and I'm sure there's rushing through it, you know what I mean? Or I'm sure you can play the story and get 15, 20, because I highly doubt the story is like a 50-hour campaign thing, you know what I mean, all the way through. So this is going to be a game that, and people pointed out, it's going to be a game that you can really take your time with it if you want to take your time, or if you do want to do everything in it. And I know there's people that, you know, there's people that play Dying Light every year. They go back and they play the first game every year. So they probably have sunk in, you know, 500 hours into the game. You'll have that option from day one here, okay? So that'll definitely be there for you. And if you don't want that, I mean, I think the zombie thing, we're at an interesting, I guess, time in history with zombie games, right? Because obviously it wasn't really around, and then it went through ups and downs. But we had a huge, you know, build of all of these zombie games really around the time of, you know, Dying Light or Dead Island and The Last of Us and all that stuff, right? In the early 2010s or even like late 2000s. And then it really has staled and like died out, you know what I mean? Where it's like we hope the games don't actually have zombies anymore. But again, I think this is going to be a really special game where it's going to hopefully improve upon anything that needs to be improved upon in the first game. Obviously, it's got so many fans. So many people love that first Dying Light game that this game, no matter what, it's going to, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to have like a cyberpunk thing, but it's going to, in a sense where day one, no matter if it has 1,000 issues, 10,000 issues, or 0 issues, there's going to be a large group of people that are going to be getting this game immediately, purely based off of Techland, purely based off of Dying Light 1, and off of the hope and promise of 2. And then what they do with that, you know, afterwards is up to them. So I'm just ready. I'm excited. I'm prepared to jump in. You know, we were supposed to get this game 2 years ago. Spring of 2019 was when spring of 2020 was when they first said the game was going to come out, or when they gave that release. But they admitted, right, that was way too early, and that was kind of wishful thinking. But we're finally here. Let me know what you guys think. Are you getting the game? Are you not getting the game? In the comments, make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon. If you want to follow me anywhere else, I have a Twitter, I have a second channel, I also have Patreon and YouTube memberships. Links for them all are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.